Good morning, Kingston High School. This is Justin Wilkes, and welcome to the first edition of our second season of KHS... What was it again? Wake Up Kingston High School, that's the name of it. Last year was KHS Morning Edition. We hope you enjoy our show. As you know, for those of you that haven't watched this is a live show, so anything can happen, and chances are it probably will. Hopefully not in this broadcast, though. So we hope you enjoy your show, and now let's roll the intro.
This is Karen Gumaer here at the news desk. Today's Tuesday, September 14th, 1993. Good morning, KHS.
And this is Will White in the same place. Today's an E-Day. Good morning, KHS.
Before we start our broadcast this morning, will everyone please stand for the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
Attention all students, tomorrow will be the last day. Changes will be accepted in the guidance office for your schedules. Attention all Latin Club members, there will be a meeting on Thursday, September 16th. That's this Friday, 9th period in room 6. Now over to Will with the rest of the announcements.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Karen, and I hope you have a good day today. All right, let's see. Any student interested in taking English, Social Studies, or Phys Ed in the alternative evening school must report to the guidance office today from 6 to 8 p.m. There will be a meeting today, 9th period, in room 600 for anyone who wants to help out with the class of 1995 spaghetti dinner. Attention all club advisors and officers. Club charters are now available in room 517A. You must charter your club if you want to participate in homecoming or the winter carnival. Now over to Mike with the sports. Mike?
Well, a lot of sports here. In school sports on Friday, the Kingston Tigers were defeated by the Little Red of Ithaca by the final score of 7-0. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. In the first quarter, it was a handoff here, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. But after a clipping penalty, they brought it back, and the touchdown was reversed. Here's Dana Blackman here in the second quarter on a 13-yard run, but Kingston couldn't get in the end zone. Here's the most controversial play, as it looked like, I think it's Tom Lee was hit early, and ball went to Ithaca. In soccer, Colin West, who's a sophomore here, with many saves, and they lost the game by the final score of 5-1. Now over to Will with the weather and food.
Okay, thanks very much, Mike, and let's see. Today, it should be mostly sunny, breezy, and warm. Okay, hold on a sec. We got to wait for our new map to come up. All right, with the highs are going to be in the mid-80s, as you can see. Tomorrow should be mostly cloudy with a chance of rain in the late afternoon. Highs are going to be in the low 80s. And now, let's go over the lunch forecast. Okay, and today's lunch will be having Domino's pizza, and tomorrow it'll be chicken patties.
No, it says burgers.
Okay, now let's go back over to Karen and go ahead.
Thank you, Will. As you all know, rumor has it that there will be a new dress code here at KHS. Is this rumor true? Well, let's find out. Here's Justin Wilkes with that story.
Justin Wilkes reporting for Kingston High School Television. Over the past week of school, there have been many rumors going around that there will be a dress code instated sometime in the near future. Over the summer, Miss Elberg sent a letter to the juniors saying that there will be no hooded sweatshirts or hats allowed this school year. Is there truth to this rumor? We spoke to Miss Elberg as well as Mr. Avallone on their thoughts of this issue.
At the high school, there's a group that sets policy for the high school called the Building Leadership Team. Works with parents and teachers and the principal. And it had been assumed, it was their concern to have a dress code. There was some safety concerns, as well as just the general look and feel about the place so that everybody doesn't look like they're about to catch a bus in the next minute. It's outerwear such as hats, coats, hooded sweatshirts, ski masks, or similar clothing is prohibited in classrooms and in the cafeteria. Outer clothing is to be stored in lockers. I made the assumption when I sent the letter out to the junior class that this had been checked out legally, that it wasn't taking away anybody's rights. And I found there was some concern about concealing, the possibility of concealing weapons in a coat. You know, more of this concern comes from what has happened in other high schools, particularly New York City.
Over the summer, the BLT, the Building Leadership Team here at the high school, and the administration thought that it might be a good idea for health and safety reasons to disallow students the right to wear outer garments such as coats or hooded sweatshirts or hats in school. In order for that to become a reality, the Jefferson Committee here at the high school, which is composed of students, staff, board members, parents, and administrators, will sit down and discuss this item in the very near future. And if that committee recommends that the students not be allowed to wear hats, they will then make that recommendation to the faculty, to student government, and to the board. And each of those groups then in turn will vote as to whether or not they would accept that change in the Kingston High School Discipline Code.
It's not a popular position, but I do believe in a dress code.
My own personal view, which does not color the way the committee is going to operate, is that already on level 1 of our discipline code, item 4, which is on the back of all student folders, it talks about an offense where a person wears attire or displays symbols which interfere with the rights of others or will cause a substantial disturbance or interfere with the educational process. And then in parentheses it says, wearing clothes that will insult a person or group or otherwise not be proper for school. And I think that my own personal view is that law or that rule generally covers what should be allowed and what should not be allowed. I find it personally a little hard to believe that somebody wearing a hat will cause a substantial disturbance with the educational process.
Well, we hope you enjoyed our first show of the season. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. And the closing music is Message in a Bottle by the Police.